There are various forms of child exploitation which often follow the same general pattern, where an offender takes advantage of an imbalance of power to coerce, deceive or manipulate a child. Two examples of child exploitation are child criminal exploitation and child sexual exploitation. And remember that child exploitation often, but not always, involves grooming, which is when an emotional connection is built to gain trust. Child criminal exploitation includes being forced into shoplifting or threatening other young people. Increasingly, it includes forcing young people and vulnerable adults into moving drugs, known as county lines, where gangs and criminal networks export illegal drugs into other areas of the UK, and they use dedicated mobile phone lines called deal lines. Children and young people can be contacted and groomed online before taking part in real-world activity, such as county lines. And then we have child sexual exploitation. As technology advances, new variations of CSE emerge. Over recent years, there's been a huge rise in a new form of CSE via live streaming, in which victims are coerced into taking and sharing indecent images and videos, known as self-generated, using apps or online services with webcams. Although all forms of CSE are of significant concern, live streaming is fast becoming the most significant area of concern, and according to the UK-based Internet Watch Foundation, their April 2021 report, sibling self-generated abuse is on the rise, where a child is groomed and exploited to abuse their brother or sister on camera. So what does the research say about child exploitation? Knowing real figures is impossible. Often victims won't tell anyone for a number of reasons, such as shame, guilt, or victims may not be aware they are being groomed or exploited. The National Crime Agency estimates there are over 1,000 county lines in the UK, and there's between 550,000 and 850,000 people in the UK who pose a physical and online sexual threat to children. But the internet's global. Communication with a child is easy. In 2020, the Internet Watch Foundation dealt with 68,000 reports of illegal self-generated images and videos, which was a 77% increase on 2019. And in reference to sibling abuse, their report showed that between September and December 2020, 511 self-generated images and videos were determined to involve siblings. Bullying and intimidation involves the repetitive, intentional hurting of one personal group by another personal group, where the relationship involves an imbalance of power. It can take many different forms, from the relatively easy to spot, for example, abuse and threats on public social media or websites, to the more difficult to uncover, such as private messaging or anonymous apps. It can also happen within online gaming, for example, continually being targeted and killed early in the game, which is referred to as griefing by young people. Sometimes it will take more indirect forms, such as the passing around of gossip and rumours, isolating people from their online social groups, such as leaving them out of a conversation amongst friends, for example WhatsApp groups. The motivations for bullying and intimidating behaviour can be widespread, but commonly include attitudes towards aspects such as appearance, sexuality, race, culture and religion. So what does the research say? The overall trend is one of a problem that is increasing. Some studies indicate online bullying has overtaken the traditional real-world bullying, while other studies indicate most bullying is face-to-face, with online used as an extension. The annual Ditch the Label study of 13,387 young people indicates that 25% of young people have been bullied in the previous 12 months, as in physically attacked, and 1 in 3 have been bullied online. Of those who had been bullied, 44% said they felt anxious, 36% said they felt depressed, 33% had suicidal thoughts, and 27% had self-harmed, and 11% had attempted suicide.